super basic from the front, and then we look at it from one hook when we can't get a hook, and even when we have back control, because although obviously guillotine is submission, we can use it to finish someone, or we can actually use it to keep good position as well, so we'll go into that in a minute. So if the part starts in total, we're going to look at a simple arm in and a high wrist. So one sets up the other. If I'm looking for an arm in, you take a front headlock, whichever hand I have a chin strap with, your same side shoulder should be on that bone on the back of his neck. Any higher is when you start seeing people at the sit-outs. So I don't want to be in a front headlock like this, my weight's not in the right place. I want to get my shoulder, same as my chin strap hand, put it on the bone on the back of his neck, and tilting my body like this, so my weight's going straight into the back of his neck. So he should almost feel pinned in this position. He shouldn't feel like he can easily stand back up to his feet and start to fight the hands. When I take a chin strap, we're not actually just grabbing the chin. Yeah? I'm going to go all the way through, so I'll go on the other side. What I'll do is put the sharp bit of my forearm right underneath the throat, right in front of his Adam's apple. If I do want to ever switch back for a choke, I can do that at any point. Yeah? Now from here, I'm looking to always get this elbow, and I'm always looking for space. If we can get this space, we can go arm in. If he pulls this back, we can go high wrist. That's what I mean when I'm saying they both set up each other. If I get to a tricep and I pull it, what I'm going to do is take my hand off his chin and put it on the back of his tricep. I'm now going to grab the fat in my own hand, so I'm here, and all I'm going to do is pull this tricep past my right hip and sit in behind it here. Now you can see here, I don't want to see the back of his neck, okay? And now I'm not going to finish it with a squeeze. So what I don't want is you see some people get here and they try and squeeze and go backwards as they squeeze, and then we create space here and he rips his head out, okay? So what I want you to do is keep a crunch like this, so I'm hiding the back of his neck, and I'm going to finish it with my hamstrings. So you get a tight guillotine when you connect at the hips. So I'm going to take my left heel, I'm going to put it across his back. Now from here, I'm going to tense my left hamstring by driving my left heel into his back. I'm going to look to get my hips off the mat and connect our hips. That's how I finish without any squeeze whatsoever. Now the good thing about this is, when you can't finish a guillotine, the last thing I want to happen is to lose his head and I stick on the bottom. Just terrible for me, yeah? So this means now I can find top position. So I'm going to go one, get the hips off the mat. I'm going to put the left foot on the floor. Now I'm going to imagine I can't finish. So I'm going to base off my left foot. I'm going to use this hook to sweep him over his left shoulder. So now I'm in a position where I could even potentially go to anaconda. I'm going to keep a gable. I'm going to come back up to a front headlock. Now, when I pull this elbow, I'm going to pull it back. For a high wrist, I want my right wrist to come in front of his shoulder. So I can't keep my head where it is. I'm going to move my head to the other side so I can get this nice and deep. Now I'm going to take this arm, I'm going to put it right behind and grab my own forearm. So all I'm going to do is literally go to sit down and pull him into me, and I shouldn't even be able to get him. So that comes on. Like your high wrist guillotine is probably your tightest guillotine. Yeah. We've got 2 reps. I want us to link them together. So we've got 1, good position, pull, cup the tricep, grab the fat of your hand, pull him back, slide in, just keep your back up off the mat. Tense the hamstring, connect to the hips, put your left foot on the mat, push off it, sweep, switch to a gable grip. Scissor your legs, come back to a front headlock. And now from here I'm going to pull this elbow, and as he pulls it back I'm going to take my head to the other side and punch this wrist high. I'm going to come behind, grab my forearm, and I'm going to sit into it. You get super tight, super flat. Yeah. We go 1, pull, slide in. Put your hips off the mat. Base, sweep, gable. Stay on your side, scissor, back up. As he comes up, pull. As he pulls it back, take your head to the other side, punch his feet. Put your shoulder, cover it, grab the forearm, sit in. It's going to be a tight one. Good? Especially when you're behind. Starting a front headlock. Basics to get past his elbows is to bring the weight in his hands. It's super basic, yeah. Like if I'm trying to get past his elbows, someone's going to be like this, looking to block me knee or leg. To stop this, I need weight in the hands. You can do that however you want. You can do a simple pull. What I like to do is go from a pulling grip to a pushing grip. Because everything's just about getting this knee past that elbow. Like it would be a big mistake for him to catch this leg. Like if I pass his elbow and he catches that leg, he puts himself in a cruise fit. Not good for him. So what I'm looking to do, absolute minimum, is get this knee past this elbow. So I'm going from a pull to a push. Now I'm going to pull with my right hand, and now I beat the elbows. Once I beat the elbows, just one way I can get a hook. Say it's pretty tight on this side. I'm going to take a body lock, I'm going to slide the knee in front of his knee. And all I'm going to do here now is start to put my weight from my right shoulder into his hand. Sam's going to stay strong. Yeah? So like this. Now I'm going to put my left foot, I'm going to put it like Achilles. Yes, I'm going to use my left foot with my right knee. Go like this. I'll move your knee back slightly. Now see how my left foot stays on the Achilles? Now I'm going to pin that foot so I can put my hands to the mat and get one hook. As soon as I get one hook, I'm going to look to take a crab right with my left knee on the outside of his hip. So now I'm square and I have his hips in between my knees. So now we have options to look to go 2 hooks, we have options to go to things like power halves, or I can go to a guillotine. So to get a switch inside guillotine, if you've got one hook, whichever leg you've got the hook with, you're going to take the same side arm and go over the far shoulder. Now watch this good detail, my right leg, I'm going to fall off to my right hip. Look at my right foot, I'm going to grapevine his ankle. Because a lot of people when you sit to a guillotine, are going to try and roll over the far shoulder. So as I sit, I'm going to bring this arm back, get out the fat in my own hand, and pull it all the way through. And now we're in that same position. So the key is this bit, like this. So when I sit and he tries to roll, he ain't going anywhere because I'm controlling this leg. Yeah. So I'm going to go 1 and in front of him. I go pull to push. Now I'm going to push and I'm going to pull with my right hand. So I beat the elbows. I get to a body lock and I get my knee in front of his knee. Start to put weight into his hands. So I get space between his thumb and his heels. So now I can step on his Achilles. I'm going to push with both legs. Keep the left foot pinned on his Achilles. Hand to the mat so I've got a base. Get one hook and a crab ride. Now I control his hips. If I have a right hook, I can go over his right shoulder, as if I'm trying to touch my knee. My right foot's going to grapevine, I'm going to sit, and as soon as I grab my hand now, I'm going to pull it all the way through as I come back. And now I get my hips off the mat. Last time. It's pull, push. I'm going to push with the left and pull with the right. Beat the elbows. Get behind the elbows for good control. Slide my knee in. Weight into the hand. Release. Move the leg. One more crab ride. Push it through. Grapevine. Pull the arm all the way through. Finish it with my hips, not squeezing. Good? Let's have a go. Attack submissions without fear of it failing, for being stuck on the bottom. We should be able to go for the sub, and if we can't finish, we know exactly where we're going next, and the absolute minimum is that we can stay on top, so we can keep creating pressure to go back to that or to a different position and finish from there. We never want to attack these submissions or be scared of attacking them because we feel like if we lose them, we're going to be stuck on the bottom. We should always be able to chain it together. So I do that same exercise. Get behind him, I work to one hook. Once I've got one hook, see when I get a crab ride, see how I'm square? Try not to be like this, because this is a useless crab ride. Just this knee being on the outside rather than here, I would still fall off here regardless of having a crab ride on. When I have a crab ride, which my left knee needs to be like this. Now I'm fully attached. Now I can go here, grapevine, sit through, This is the key, is that you pull your arm all the way through. So now I want to go here up and finish. If we can't finish, I use my grapevine and I use my base again to sweep it. So bring him over here. Now from here I'm going to go back to the headlock and I'm going to beat the elbows again. But this time he's super tight. So all I can get in is a thigh pry. You can always get a thigh pry in. So I'm going to drive my hand in and I'm grabbing his thigh like this, like a tent to my tricep. So I go through and I grab, and my left knee's blocking his knee. Now the tighter the turtle, the easier the breakdown. If you can't break someone down, I can guarantee there's space there to put your knee in. That's what you need to play between. Super tight, should always be a thigh pry, breakdown. Now, fantastic, if I can break him down, get one hook, now I can start going for things like this, perfect. Some people, you're going to break them down and they're going to sit like this. Now from here, as soon as this happens, I want to put weight on him like this. Now I want to put weight on him, I'm going to now take my weight to one side. Doesn't matter which side that is. I'm going to take my weight, throw one hook. What I like to do to get control here is go here. Some people call this like a cow catcher grip. Because now I give him a couple of choices. One, he stays where he is. If he stays where he is, I take my left leg round and get to the back. Here. Now two, he powers off the turtle. And now you're exactly where we just been. Or three, I have that one hook, and I go here. And now he starts to try and fight my arm with both his hands. And as he does that, my right knee comes under his armpit like this. Whenever your right knee's under his armpit, you can connect it to my leg. And whenever I can connect it to my leg, I can swerve up in front of it and get super tight guillotine. So when you get that grip, it almost puts people in a position where they're kind of fucked positionally, whichever way they go. Yeah? So he's in this seated position. I always put weight on like this. Start attacking things like bulldog chokes. Whenever you see a bit of space, I'm going to throw that leg in. And now I like to pop over and go here. If he stays here, throw my left leg around and literally just attack him to his back or truck, depending on what game you like. Here, go here. I just literally take this grip and stay here. If he goes off the turtle, got everything. Grapevine, sit, finish. Or if you go like this, and with two arms now he tries to remove this arm, and you feel like your knee come underneath his armpit. You take your thumb, grab your own thigh here. Now I've got it, arm triangle. Sit up, put your thumb under his armpit, I'm just going to swap in front of it. Super tight. Yeah? But drill as a whole now, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go one, pushing grip, get behind it. I'm going to build to one hook. From here, I'm going to go to a guillotine. Exactly what we've already done. You're going to finish your guillotine and then you're going to base and sweep it. I'm going to come back up to a front headlock. Beat the elbows and now he's super tight, so I'm going to go thigh pry. I'm going to break him down. I'm going to come to a seated position. I'm going to put weight on him, drop to 1D and get my hook. Now I'm going to punch this arm. Then play with your options. One, take the back. Two, he runs the turtle. As he does, turn guillotine. Or three, tries to fight my arm. As he does, my knee gets under his armpit, so I get in front of him, finish with a guillotine. Good? There we go. Defense, yeah? And if you're doing body triangle defense, really, number one, you want to get his feet in front of you. If you can't get his feet in front of you, you want to break the grip and come to what we'd call a hip sit. Yeah, so if you look at a hip sit, I have a body triangle here. And Sam, for whatever reason, can't get my feet in front of him. He needs this. If he can't get this, then his next thought should be to break the grip and get up to a hip sit. This would be a hip sit. Now, because he's hiding this shoulder, it's hard for me to pull him back, and it's really hard for me to actually strangle him. And what we work from here is switching sides, so we can literally hug this leg, throw his body this way, and now foot. Can't get on top of him, he can turn, get top of him. Yeah? Or he could roll and end up in bottom mount, or he could go to turtle and front roll. A lot of body triangle defences from a hip sit. So I can use this grip to kill a hip sit. If I go like this, the sand starts to build up. What I can look to do is go here and hold this. Because now, yeah, I can't choke him from here yet. But remember, we said before, we want to use this grip to choke someone or to keep them still positionally. As soon as I commit to this grip, he has two choices now. One is to stay where he is and allow me to bring him back. So now I can keep good position. Or two, he runs off to turtle. I bring my right leg in, and I'm back on the same guillotine. So when someone gets to a hip sit, if I'm just trying to pull him back with a seatbelt, if he's doing it right, it should be really hard. If he's hiding his top shoulder, it should be more or less impossible for me to get a rear naked choke. But what I can do is latch onto him like this. Now if he stays here, I can pull him back with that. Go back to a seatbelt, start getting back on the hand fight. Or he continues to ignore that grip and turns into a guillotine, where I pull it in and we can finish it. Yeah? It's just your last one, just play with it from back control. So you're going to get a body triangle. Yeah. You can't get the feet in front, so he comes and breaks the grip, and he gets to a hip sit. So I'm going to follow him up. Can't get him back. Definitely can't do a rear naked choke. What I can do is unlock and just latch onto him here. Pull him back, set the back again. Or turn into a guillotine, the foot comes through. Now I can put it here. Back in the corner, you can sweep in and go back into the whole thing that was doing this morning. Good? Last one, 2 minutes. Body control. So I have no underhooks. On go, the focus is submission, but first control. So firstly, I just need to stay on top. Doesn't need to be mount. I could end up coming to side control, behind the turtle, front headlock. As long as I'm on top, I just carry on. So number one is like we've done all morning. You can try and finish someone, but if it fails, you stay on top. The aim is to be good at fucking keeping hold of someone and controlling them, yeah? If we get a chance to finish them, we finish them. If I make him submit, we switch top and bottom. All he's got to do is either submit me from bottom, sweep me and get to top position, or stand up and get away. If he does that, he wins as well. Every time one of us win, we switch top and bottom. Yeah? Second round, new partner will be turtle, and it'll be exactly the same. I start behind the elbows, on go, I've just got to stay on top. It doesn't matter what position. If I manage to get the chance and finish him, we switch. He's got to finish me from bottom, get to top position, or get up to his feet and get away. If he does that, we switch as well. That's your 2 rounds positional, and then we'll do 3 rounds open where you start wherever you want.